Hi there, I'm Katharina and I'm a soul and business mentor for people with a visionary and soulful business. And my job is to help people find clarity which is deep enough and strong enough to withstand the waves of self-doubt and the need to reinvent ourselves constantly. Today I want to talk a little bit about purpose. And purpose is such a fluffy word. And let me begin with sharing a little bit of my own story. I was looking for my purpose forever, and it was like a vague something. I couldn't even put a finger on it what I was looking for, but I felt there is more. There is more courage, there's more depth, there's more truth, there's more visibility, there's more joy, more expansion. And of course, like everybody else, I was looking on the horizon. I was looking for something out there that I haven't seen before. It's like, there must be like a missing piece and something magic that was invisible for most of my life. Purpose and clarity is all around us. You can see it in every aspect of your life. You can see it in your quest. You can see it in your wounds. You can see it in your values. You can see it in everything that is deeply precious for you. And you can also see it in all the things where you're in opposition to. The problem is our personality doesn't like this type of clarity. Our personality and our inner critic is completely focused on survival. So everything that we do, but like when we move closer to our clarity, usually we encounter a time of fogginess. And this time of clarity struggle is very specific for a very specific type of entrepreneurs. If you, let's say you sell aroma oils, you have a bookkeeping business or a travel agency, you probably don't go through this type of struggle. This experience of fogginess and self-doubt and the need to reinvent yourself will probably hit you when you bring something new into this world. And this new aspect could be either that you are a bridge builder, that you combine topics which haven't been combined before, or that you add a specific information, know-how, experience to already existing streams of know-how and consciousness. And finding our deep clarity for our business is actually like a sacred step on our own process of awakening. And to give you an image of the process, we go through a time of deepen our awareness, of separation from old identities, from awaken and remember more of who we really are. And at the end of one circle, like we can't do it all in one stretch, like we go through one stretch and we have really struggled with issues. We made our own experience with stuff. We learned tons of things. And it's like an organic next step after we were riding this wave that we want to express it and share it with the world. And this need for expression is the final act. It's like how we really find not closure, but how we really establish mastery with this wave of consciousness. Because it's a very different thing to see something and understand something while we sit on our sofa or while we talk with friends, but to fully embody it and to share it and to deeply, deeply understand it in a way that we can teach it is a completely different animal. So this is what is happening with you when you struggle with fogginess and self-doubt. You stepped into this process of mastery. And here's the thing. It's a time where we are highly susceptible to shiny objects like 3-step process, 1 week, breakthrough formulas for success. And we try to change the wrapping, like we try to improve our homepage and we learn how to sell and make a nicer logo and a better homepage. But what needs to happen is an internal process. The wrapping will fall into place supernaturally when we are clear on what it is that we bring into the world, and if you're not afraid to embody it. So that's the story, and you can't skip this. Like, there's no magic elixir, there's no gemstone, there is no channel session and healing quantum super step that will help you to jump over this period. My work is completely focused on helping people through this period, and there's an interesting thing. It's a time where we have to abandon our old teachers. We have to abandon old ideas of not being enough, of not belonging, of not having the power to do the things we love. And it means that we have to go through a time of unlearning all the things we learned. Like, we need to step into unknown territory. We need to deeply step into our own laboratory to understand and dissect all the processes we want to bring into the world, so we really know them. And our personality will tell us that abandoning all teachings, abandoning all teachers is like forbidden. It will tell you you are a traitor. You're committing you're committing high treason. And actually, it's an art form that we need to learn in order to bring our own things into the world. And this type of abandonment and separation doesn't mean that we don't honor what we've learned and we don't honor our teachers, but it means that we need to step in our own strength, and that we need to understand that we are equals with everybody on this planet who brought new consciousness into this world. So it's a time which is very exciting, which is very challenging. The problem is that people who don't step into this threshold where you become your own master, people who don't know what you're going through, can't understand your struggle, they will tell you like, just make a decision, don't make it so complicated, or try something. And I want you to be gentle with yourself and honor the process and step into it. So give up the optimization on the outside. Don't think about the wrapping for some time. It will keep you busy. You will have the feeling of doing tons of things and being very engaged, but it won't move the needle. And we need tons of support for this time of mastery. We need people where we can practice our true nature in the way we express ourselves, and where we have safe settings to write, to discuss, to experiment with our expressions. And we need people who can give us feedback and who understand how difficult it is what we do. And so we need support, but not in the way we have support maybe through therapy. It's a different thing. Therapy will have you looking back again and again and again, and most of the business coaching will have you work with strategy and plans and marketing, but you're not quite there yet when you're in the time of fogginess. You need to find this clarity first and the strength to express yourself. After you've got that, then the rest of the business coaching will make sense and will work, but before it doesn't. Yeah, so we don't need business coaching at this time. We don't need therapy, and we don't need any business trainings. Like, forget about copywriting. Do this later. Have the courage to become this master and to develop your own teaching and to develop a heart that is stronger than your fear to not be enough. So this is what my work is about, and I hope you found this information helpful. So even if you're foggy, if you're in fogginess, it means something good is around the horizon, because the fog always arises in moments where something new is happening. As long as we're like safely sitting on our sofa and don't think about changing things, there is no fog. The fog always comes when we get moving. So it's a good sign, and be courageous and be gentle and keep going, because we really need people who bring this new energy to this world we need you to find your voice. And when you find your voice and when you allow yourselves to be who you are, like don't change who you are with all the craziness of your life story. It's all part of the process. So don't try to make an improved version of yourself. Just learn to bring it all with you and share it with the world. So keep going. We need you. Much love, Katharina.